I've talked a lot in the past about slow movies. Sometimes it's a good thing, other times it's not so good. But now finally I've seen a movie that's a little bit of both, so hopefully today I can clarify things a little bit. The Tomorrow Man stars John Lithgow as Ed, a doomsday prepper on the wrong side of 60, as he puts it. He's divorced, he has a strained relationship with his son, and he fills his days with TV news, internet chat boards, and of course preparing for Armageddon. One fateful day at his local grocery store, Ed spots Ronnie, played by Blythe Danner, who seems to be a kindred spirit on a similar path. They meet and eventually fall for one another, but there's a twist that I have to admit I never saw coming that makes this story very interesting. Not to mention one of my favorite movie endings ever. The Tomorrow Man is a slow mover, and at first that's a good thing. It takes its time establishing character and setting the scene. First, we learn who Ed is and what makes him tick. Then we learn about Ronnie with Ed, bit by bit, date by date.
I don't know what I want to know yet about you. And when I know what I want to know, I'll let you know.
Every scene in a good screenplay should provide new information that propels the narrative forward, and hopefully in an entertaining way. And for the first and second acts of The Tomorrow Man, this is the case. Even though it takes a fair amount of screen time to do so, every scene reveals a little more and engages us a little more emotionally.
How did you do this?
That's good slow. But then suddenly we hit the brakes pretty hard. In the second act, Ed invites Ronnie to go with him to his son's family Thanksgiving dinner, and the scenes that play out there are slow. The bad kind of slow. The kind of slow that doesn't reveal new information, but just sort of bogs down the story. This entire bit could have been lifted from the screenplay and we'd be no worse off. We already know that Ed and his son are at odds regarding their worldview, and there's really no other point I can see in this scene. I can only imagine that with a running time of only about an hour and a half, this entire Thanksgiving thing was stuck in there to pad the time a little bit, which is unfortunate. I'd rather have seen a shorter film that kept moving.
Oh my God.
I do believe you are doing the walk of shame.
I don't want to spoil anything about this movie, so I'll keep this brief. John Lithgow and Blythe Danner are fantastic. The twist in the middle of the film I never saw coming, and it was great and tragic and hilarious all at the same time. And it ends, in my opinion, the only way it could end. The Tomorrow Man is a welcome break from the summer blockbusters, a great human story, and well worth an hour and a half of your time.
Why do you always act like this?
Why don't you just admit it? You're scared.
Used to love you like the world did. Used to love you like a child.
You only think about tomorrow, but I'm here. I'm here right now.
Change when they walk away.